So this project is a little different. I needed to build a device that would fling these Velcro-covered ping pong balls at a felt Christmas tree costume being worn by a friend for a game that we're developing. Proof of concept, turns out 1.25" PVC is the same interior diameter as the exterior diameter of those ping pong balls. So you get enough pressure behind it, not quite enough there, probably too much there. But you get it right and you can fling them across the room and they stick to the Velcro like a charm. So here's my little sketch of all the different parts I'm going to need and how they're going to fit together. This is the first tank that I built to try to hold enough air pressure to toss those balls across the room, and had a little setback here. Didn't go great. Worst thing that happened there was I spilled my coffee. But I did finally get it dialed in with a smaller tank and the right amount of air pressure that tossed the balls across the room and made them stick to the felt like a charm. So then we go into production. I'm going to build 10 of those tubes that toss the balls, 10 at a time. I'm going to call those pea pods because the whole thing is going to be called a peas shooter. And little rings there that I'm clipping are going to go in the bottom of each pea pod, glued into place so that once you load the balls in, they stay put and they don't slide out the other side. A little bit of super glue there to hold it in. And then, of course, they got to be painted green because they're pea pods in the game, because the little ping pong balls are peas. There's the smaller air tank that's much more stable, and that's going to be painted blue. And a few little fiddly bits also painted blue. And then it's time for assembly. The brass fittings are going to get some Teflon tape so that it makes nice airtight seals at all the transition points. And that's the link that goes to the compressor. It's going to put about 30 pounds of pressure into that tube. And this is the key piece here. That's a sprinkler switch that you can activate with a little push button actuator and a little bit of current, and that's what's going to deliver the precise puff of air into the pea pod that will toss the 10 balls across the room at a time. Here's the switch that's going in. That's in 1" PVC with end caps to have holes drilled in either end. Make the connections carefully there, and then I'm going to tape them up so that they don't come apart. And there's the assembly of the switch unit. It's a simple little actuator switch, push button. And there's that. And then I'm going to attach the other end to some leads that will attach to a tool battery. Shrink wrap those so that they're durable. And then a little piece of hose that's going to be on the handle that the pea pod's attached to, with a hose clamp to make sure we get a nice airtight seal there. The other end connected to the sprinkler switch. And that's about it. There's the pea pod in the handle. One group of peas, two groups of peas. There it is. And then, of course, it's got to be branded as the pea shooter. And we're off to the game. Thanks for watching.